because I'm not sure what is true and what's not.
Okay.
But there's a lot of hate for Ghandi, and a lot of my friends tell me, "Oh, he's this racist. He's a paedophile. He's he's this horrible character. He's kind of this British tool." He's this figure has been revised, and it wasn't true. And there were other characters who had a more prominent role in India's independence, and just a lot of stuff like that. I just wanted to ask you, why is...
Funny enough, this is what happens when you got I always tell people, like, the far left and the far right actually share a lot more in common than
people think.
Than people think. Than they understand. Because you've told me that your left-wing friends have said this. I've heard this from the right-wing as well.
Okay.
They probably wouldn't go into the pedophile end of the spectrum. They'd just be like, no, he didn't really give us independence. There were so many other leaders that did more work. Gandhi was a British tool. And I think the mistake is with our leadership because they lionized Gandhi after independence. But at the same time, everyone has skeletons in their closet. Mandela has skeletons in his closet. Martin Luther King Jr. had skeletons in his closet. We can keep going back in history and finding ways to revise our interpretations of people that we had lionized in the past. And everyone should have the right to do so. I agree with a lot of the criticisms on Gandhi from both ends of the spectrum. But Gandhi was just a human being that lived, and that's it. He became a symbol for non-violent struggle in India. And that symbol you cannot take away. You can criticize him for his political positions on black people when he was in South Africa. You can criticize him even for his positions on the Jews when he was saying the Jews should accept what the Nazis are doing. He's a human being, like all human beings. He's prone to making bad, really, really bad decisions. But this is one of the reasons why I dislike critical theory and using critical lenses. You got to look at people in their moment in time. Everyone is evil before the 2020s. And guess what? All these people who are holier than thou right now, they're going to be evil in 2050 because they're going to have certain views that will be considered, how could you have those views in 2050? Like, their children are going to come to them, oh, that's sexist, that's racist, that's humanist, because I guess robots will be a thing, and if you want to, your child will want to marry a robot. So